Okay, we are on.
Just a quick reminder to ask Cookie if he's lost any weight lately, even though he clearly hasn't.
So this telecommuting thing, I mean, are people getting sick of Andy being on the TV? Shouldn't he be here?
Well, I mean, that's why I'm hoping this telecommuting thing works, because then, once they can figure out how to get the ions and the particles, and then you can, right, like in Star Trek, is that what you're talking about?
No, he's just on the TV on a camera. He's not actually here.
Right, but it's part of the he's trying to, what they're trying to do is zap him.
That's it.
Anton Jones was the greatest detective in the world.
I noticed a grey speck on your jacket, which could only have come from a quarry upstate. Gentlemen, the murderer is the mayor.
But after a terrible accident,
I'm afraid his body won't make it, but we can save his brainwaves.
the greatest mind in the world now resides in a pocket calculator.
Where am I? No!
And with the help of a friend, he'll crack the case and crunch some numbers.
Don't you see, John? There's no way his wife could have killed him.
That's great. But how much should I leave for this tip?
15% of $28.50 is,
From the producers of Tommy Gulch, Attorney Stripper, comes Calculator Jones, P.I.
Any last words, Calculator Jones? Boobs? Boobs.
Freeze! Police!
I'll be back on the street in no time.
Then I guess I'll calc you later.
Hello, I'm Philly and Cadsty. Are you like me or hundreds of others across the country that suffer from a debilitating fear of microphones? You don't have to go it alone. Come to the basement of St. Olaf's Church this Thursday at 5:30 for a support group unlike any other. Microphone-ophobics united, stand together! Because facing your fears is a must. Must. Which stands for Microphone-ophobics united, stand together! Get me out of here!
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm starting to think the Flintstones had some major historical inaccuracies. Can't be bothered? Okay, here. You know what you are. Now I'm calling you out on it. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
JFN, the Junk Food Network. Finally combining unhealthy food and television.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. So why not get started?
Get ready, time for question.
To begin with, what a bunch of monarchy. If England put a true blue blood on the throne, what might you hear at the coronation? All hail King Koala, all hail Queen Octopus, all hail Queen Penguin, or all hail King Lobster? You got it. No, you didn't. Next time, try this. Lobsters have blood rich in copper, which makes it appear blue. So there would be a lobster sitting on the throne of England. And most monarchs are so inbred, introducing lobster DNA can only help.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
How about throwing voices around the world? And now for a visit from everybody's favorite dummy, Billy OBrien. Billy OBrien, everybody! Billy, get out here! I'm sleeping in here! Get out here or I'm canceling your subscription to Modern Bride magazine.
Let's get this over with, Dunny.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
You look a little stressed out, Billy.
Yeah, I could use a vacation.
Do you have a place in mind?
I don't know. I want to see the great landmarks. Maybe the Tyranids or Machu Picchu. Speaking of which, in what country is Machu Picchu? Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay, or Peru? Machu Picchu is in South America in the country of Peru. It'll be a great vacation, but I'm not looking forward to that long flight.
Would you take a window or an aisle seat?
Neither. I'll go in the overhead compartment.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Next up, once you pop art, you can't stop art. And it's time to bid hello to a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's an auction house that deals fine art, or a brand of potato chip. If it's an auction house, press the square button. If it's a potato chip, press the circle button. Cool, let's do it. Vintners, Sotheby's, Miss Vicky's, Hers, Christie's, Freeman's, Zapp's. And the starting bid for this monstrosity is a nickel. We actually did a silent auction for charity here in the office to see who would write the outro for this question. The winner was Ben Jacobs, one of our engineers. And he wrote, Chips, chips, hooray. And he misspelled hooray. Not super funny, Ben, but hey, it was all for charity. Why not try paint by the ones and twos? What famous painting could have inspired the name of the band Cypress Hill? Salvador Dali's The Persistence of Memory, Grant Wood's American Gothic, Vincent van Gogh's Starry Nights, or George Seurat's A Sunday on La Grande Jatte? Watch your clock! In Vincent van Gogh's Starry Nights, a large cypress tree is depicted prominently in the foreground, and some hills all around it. So it could have been the inspiration for the band name Cypress Hill. If Van Gogh were alive today, though, I don't think he'd be a big fan of Cypress Hill. Yeah, he wouldn't have an ear for their music. And now, personal ads are so 1847. Which personal ad would be best for a Jane Eyre type seeking a Mr. Rochester type? SWF seeking SWM, SWF seeking MWM, SWF seeking SBM, or SWF seeking JFN? No, I'll get this. In Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, Jane is a young single white female, and Mr. Rochester is revealed to be a MWM, a married white male. But in Mr. Rochester's defense, he was a MWM BHWHGTCALLAFAIHA, which of course stands for married white male because his wife had gone totally crazy and lived like a feral animal in his attic. Or as you might say on Facebook, it's complicated. As far as I know, JFN doesn't stand for anything in personal ads. Jewish from Norway? No. But JFN does make fine products like this donut juicer from the Junk Food Network. Why chew a donut when you can drink one and burn far fewer calories? You'll be happy to know this wrong answer. The game comes with $4,000. Congrats. We've finished round 1, and you've got a decent score there. Don't screw it up. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. Let's keep going. It's time for You to Bomb. But really, who's to bomb? The guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland, the lady who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, the guy who wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or the guy who wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz? Hello! The Wonderful Wizard of Oz was written by L. Frank Baum, B-A-U-M. Big deal. Had he been alive in the early 1900s, James Franco would have written it, produced it, directed it, anything you got. James Franco can't be stopped.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Let's try. Hey, who invited the Crypt Kicker 5? If there were an Evite to attend the Monster Mash, then who, according to the song, must have RSVP'd with not attending? Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Dracula, or Dracula's son? Watch the time! In Bobby Pickett's classic song, the Wolfman, Dracula, and Dracula's son were in attendance at the Monster Mash, but Frankenstein was never mentioned. You can't really blame him for not inviting him. It's always the same thing. He gets drunk, hits on all of Dracula's brides, and then tries to bring the karaoke machine to life.
Follow me down to the sea.
I call this one Almost Dead Poet Society. Sorry, I figured it was far enough into the game for me to start drinking. If there were a retirement home inspired by Dylan Thomas's famous poem about his dying father, which activity would be on its daily schedule? Like this? Like this? Like this? Or like this? Yeah, that's a harp on the label. Also, little known fact, a Guinness bottle is itself a musical instrument. So is a bunch of Guinness cans. Here we have I Need My Outer Space.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
Extra cash for a correct answer on this one. Put these planets in order from closest to Earth to farthest from Earth, on average. Venus, Mars, Jupiter. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, or Venus, Jupiter, Mars. It's so obvious. Although sometimes Mars is closer to Earth than Venus, the majority of the time Venus is closest to Earth, followed by Mars and then Jupiter. So, women are from Venus, so they had the quickest trip to Earth, and men are from Mars, so they had to travel a little bit farther. And whatever gender came from Jupiter is probably still on its way here. Can't wait to find out what their genitals look like. Up next, Selfies Choice. Ever since I got a smartphone, all I've been doing is taking pictures of myself looking cute. You know, taking a selfie. Oh, that's a good one. Suppose I can't stop looking at this selfie photo. If I have the same fate as Narcissus, what will happen to me? I'll become hideous, I'll get even sexier, I'll gain superpowers, or I'll die. According to the myth, Narcissus was so transfixed with his own image in the water that he couldn't leave it and he died. Or possibly killed himself. Either way, he died there. Which sounds really morbid, but he was able to capture his final moments with a tasteful Instagram filter. Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see two clues that match, press the X button. $2,000 if you're right. 2,000 gone if you're wrong. And most importantly,
remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Motherland Rock. What country does your band hail from? Good luck. That's the game! Okay, it took a lot of doing, but I got my favorite band from the entire continent of Antarctica here. Welcome, gents.
We keep telling you we're not musicians. We're scientists from a research base.
Yes, please release us.
Wow, no instruments, no distinguishable time signatures. You guys are truly experimental. I love it. Okay, now why don't you take us out with another song?
Help! Help! Help us, somebody! Help us, somebody, please! Please help us!
I miss my children.
I miss my wife.
Classic.
We just wanted to do work. Please. You don't know Jack!
Are you moving? Do you need some strong guys to help you move? Are you emotionally cold or in need of a psychological breakthrough? Then call 3 strong guys, emotional movers.
Could you be careful with the bookcase? It's an antique.
No problem. Hey, are you okay?
I just got promoted, and all my dad said was, guess you're not so dumb after all.
Sometimes older men have a hard time expressing emotion, and they hide the love behind sarcasm and humor. Trust me, he's proud. Maybe you should give him a call.
I don't know.
I've already got him on the phone.
Son, is that you?
I love you, Dad.
I love you, son.
So give us a call and let us help you move. Also, it's okay to forgive yourself.
Hi, I'm John Taylor, and starting today, get a free suit at John Taylor's Suit Emporium.
Wow, how do I get a free suit?
Just buy 2 suits and get a free suit upon purchase of your 3rd suit.
So I buy 3 suits and I get 1 free?
Yes, purchase that 3rd suit, and one of your previously purchased suits becomes free.
So I buy 2 suits, purchase 1 more suit, and then my first suit is free?
No, the 3rd suit is free, and the first 2 suits are full price, but buy 1 more suit and it's free.
But I'm paying for 3 suits.
And come in between 2 and 4 and get 50% off a 4th suit once you purchase your 5th and 7th suits, 2 of which are free.
So I buy 7 suits?
No, you pay for the 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 7th suits.
And the 4th is half off?
Only after the 6th suit, which can't be the same as the 1st or 3rd and must be of equal or lesser value to your 9th suit.
So I come in at $245, buy 2 suits, and get a 3rd free after taking half off a 4th. Once I've selected a 5th and 6th, which can't match my 1st and 3rd, none of which can be more than my 9th suit?
Exactly. That's why we call it the purchase 2 plus a 4th half off, 5th, 7th, select a 6th. That's a 3rd less than the 9th free suit extravaganza. Start saving today!